Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk. You're tuned into another episode of one of the dopest shows on YouTube. If you haven't got a chance to check out our website, please do so at FreshOutSeries.com. Subscribe, leave a comment or question, and also make sure you guys subscribe to our Twitter and our Instagram, which is FreshOutSeries, and also our Patreon. We'll be doing giveaways, but you have to be signed up on the Instagram in order to be one of the participants in the giveaway, so make sure you guys sign up. Had a question from one of our fans. Hello, Big Herc. I'm enjoying your videos. I hope your channel keeps getting bigger. You did a 10-year stretch. That's a very long time. What was the first thing you did when you got your freedom back? Was it to get laid, see your family, or something as simple as getting a cheeseburger or something? What was on the very top of your to-do list? Man, the first thing I want to do really, man, was eat some free food, because I never got a chance to eat any of the food in the visiting area, which, you know, they have like the hamburgers and the different things, the burritos and stuff, and the vending machines. I never got to eat that. So the first thing I want to do was have free food that wasn't tied to prison. So I had some Taco Bell, because that was the closest place that we passed on the way out. And, you know, of course, it ran right through me. I had the shits, you know, stomach wasn't used to that type of food. And other than, you know, being able to just be free, I wasn't in a rush to go see my family, because, like I said, I did my time. They wasn't in a rush to come see me. So I was designated to a halfway house in South Central. And my main focus was making money, getting out, getting back on my hustle, trying to get back into the flow of things, and just find my niche. And of course, getting my Peter wet. You know, I want to fuck, you know what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't my main focus, because you got to have money in your pocket before you think about trying to, you know, get some pussy, but fucking was on the top of my priority list. And I think it took me about maybe 2 weeks after I got out, before I got some ass, because I got hooked up with a smartphone from the homie that I hid, that I used to hide while I was in there. And then I signed up on one of those old websites, you know what I mean, to hook up and smash some cooter. And I think it was like about 2 weeks, and I hooked up with a chick and went and smashed her out. I had a car. I think I had got hooked up with a car from the homie, and I went and smashed this little broad out, and maybe I lasted, I don't know. Maybe it seemed like it was a long time, but maybe I lasted like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. Busted my first nut, you know, knew that, you know, I was back to riding a bicycle again. I was back in the groove. And then, you know, from there, it was all uphill, man. You know what I mean? It was me, you know, making moves and, you know, smashing other females and hustling. But I didn't see my family for almost a year and a half after I got out, because for whatever reason, you know, nobody was you know, very active to try to come out to LA to come see me. And I think a lot of people were trying to see who I was and what I've become. You know, you get family members that haven't talked to you in a long time or seen you. They've seen all these fucking prison shows. They think that, you know, maybe you turned into some animal or, you know, institutionalized. So they kind of stay away to see what you become. And then after they see you're out here doing good, then they want to be in your face. You know, that's the punk ass relatives. You know, then you got the ones who just, you know, embrace you no matter what, and they try to help you cope with what you've been through, and you know, help you make the adjustments. But I didn't have that benefit. You know, like I said, I actually went to visit my family a year and a half after I got out, and you know, it was all good. But at the same time, I had to focus on making sure I got my employment status situated, my you know, my housing status situated, and you know, just keep getting on my grind, man. And you know, like I said, the top priority wasn't necessarily getting laid. It was first to get paid. Once I got paid, you know, got some wheels, and was kind of like making a little money. Then I started busting some cheeks out there, some female cheeks, and I didn't never look back after that. But yeah, it takes a minute, man. You know, doing all that time to get back into society and to just be able to be in the groove of things. You know, it kind of comes in phases, and it took me a little while before I was actually, I felt like in a groove to where being in regular society was normal. But the best thing that helped me was the fact that I'd never allowed myself to become institutionalized while I was in prison, so that when I got out, it was more normal than not. You know, for a lot of guys, it's not normal to be free because they become institutionalized, and I never allowed myself to become institutionalized.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.